Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It is like really cloudy this morning, kind of like a little chilly. It's been a fantastic summer, very mild weather. Has not been hot like it normally is where I live. It's about, during the summer we could be like at 110, 108, even as high as like 116. It gets crazy out here, but I have to say it's been really wonderful this summer. You'll have to excuse me. I have a little bit of allergies going on in here. It's been really breezy this summer. Even we're trying to swim, everything's great. And then as soon as the sun seems to start setting, or even like in the evenings, we have to get out because it's super breezy. It's been cold. Not complaining, but not really swimming weather. And then because of the breeze, it's been flaring up everybody's allergies, so bear with me. So last video I started with Ivermectin as my special needs kiddo. He paces, that's his thing. Autism, they have their quirky behaviors. His is pacing. Also, he's very loud. Kind of takes after the Puerto Rican side of the family. Woo, yes, autism during the summer. Woo, with no summer school. Yeah, haha. Okay, so anyways, I did Ivermectin a couple weeks ago. I just did it for a week just to introduce it to my body, see if I had any side effects, because you never know. You just like never know. So I did it for a week, and then I stopped for a week, and then I'm back at it at a week. I went to a functional nurse practitioner. When I say functional medicine, that means dealing with the root cause of your issues, not just the issue that you have. So the issue that I had with her was menopause, the night sweats, the hot flashes, and the waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, all that stuff, the brain fog, the fatigue, just like, and that's so not like me. I'm like, go, go, go. I'm still happy because I was asking my husband, has my behavior changed, my mood, am I grumpy? And he said, actually, I was telling my friends that menopause has not been so bad for me because you have still kept up your cheery demeanor. You're still like you. And I was like, okay, good. That's what I was telling the nurse, that I feel like that part has not affected me. Or my sex drive, she was asking me if I still have sex, and I said yes. And she was asking me, hold on, I'm gonna blow my nose. Oh man, allergies suck. So she was asking if I was experiencing any dryness. And at first I didn't understand the question because no one's ever asked me if I was experiencing any dryness. So I was like, no, I normally do not have any dry skin. My skin, I keep it well hydrated. I drink a lot of water. I'm always applying lotion. And she kind of started laughing at me. She's like, oh, that's not the dryness I was talking about. And I was like, what? I'm well, no, she's not dried out there. I'm like easing into this part of my life. This is like old lady stuff, and I have to remember, like, I'm an old lady. I'm 50. This is like menopause, and I can't believe I'm here. It's just weird. So it was really funny. We both had a laugh, but I'm like, no, I'm totally good down there. Super funny. So I told her I was taking Ivermectin. She did not say stop taking it or do anything. She was just like, it took away your hot flashes. I said, yes, I don't have hot flashes. I don't have night sweats. I've been sleeping amazingly. Let's see what else. And I was using it for a parasite cleanse. So it wasn't that I had any intention of using it for menopause or anything like that, because I hadn't read anywhere that it was used for menopause, but I had suffered from H. pylori, for a long time, for like a year and a half. And I was starting to feel like my stomach was not feeling right. And I was getting kind of nervous that the H. pylori might be coming back. And so when I went to the holistic doctor to get the supplements to cure my H. pylori. It was like $155. So I was trying to see if I could save some money. And when I went down the rabbit hole, Ivermectin was just $12. So I said, why not? So $12, feeling fantastic, everything for Ivermectin. So I don't know, this is my journey. I'm not a doctor, so you do you, right? So I'm doing me. So I go to the Tractor Supply Company and get it, and it's not too far from my house, and I'm feeling fantastic. And the best thing about it is I've been giving it to my dog. So my poor dog has had an eye infection since we got him over a year and a half ago. He's a rescue, and he's an English Bulldog, so they always come with like some health issues or not. We've been pretty lucky because our first Bulldog had no health issues. This one has only had eye infection, Zachary. And so $3,000 worth of eye specialist appointment, medications, just so much stuff. And the Ivermectin, sorry, I couldn't speak, has been amazing. He's like 99% cured. He's just got like a tiny bit of stuff. So I'm going to definitely keep him on it. He's looking at me. Sorry, Zachary. Yeah, we're going to go to the doctor soon. We're going to go to the chiropractor soon. We're going to get some red light therapy, which should help for inflammation, which also the Ivermectin helps with inflammation because I don't feel it. But I usually do feel inflammation in like my elbows. So that's why I know like H. pylori causes inflammation. And so that's why I was feeling like maybe it was coming back, but I wasn't sure. So anyways, so also with the nurse practitioner with the menopause, I also did a hormonal spit test. So testing my hormones, because for me, I like to know, and this is the company that I went with, and I just have to mail it back in FedEx. And in a couple weeks, I will get the results of where my hormones are at. So for me, I need to know what's going on with my body. I have insurance. I'm not afraid to use it, even though my husband's like, you're always at the doctor. And I go, yes. Are you talking about SpongeBob?
That's my father.
Hi. I love you.
Oh, good job.
Autism life, right?
Oh, good job.
Yes, you're amazing. So,
yes,
we're going to the doctors. He loves going to the doctors.
What?
So anyways, yeah, I need to know what's going on with me. I don't like to sit around and be sick and miserable. I have insurance. In the state of California, if you don't have insurance, you are penalized. So everybody has insurance. Or, I got it. I'm going to use it. So that is where I am right now. So feeling great with the Ivermectin. Definitely going to continue it. Going to check and see what my hormone levels are in a couple weeks with the nurse practitioner as soon as I get that. But when I told her I was on the Ivermectin, she didn't say like stop using it. Nothing like that. She was just like, okay, if it's working, sounds wonderful, right? I know if I told my regular doctor at UCLA, hey, I'm using Ivermectin, blah, 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 I would just get totally, what are you doing? There's no medical science to that, blah, 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 blah. Because whenever I research stuff and I ask my primary doctor at UCLA, it's always so much pushback, especially when I'm asking about the autism related, like medications, what's going on in therapies and all this stuff. And I always get such a pushback on it. And so you just have to fight. Everything that comes out of your doctor's mouth is not always legit. And let me say, from my personal experience, this is my personal experience, they are taught, they get funded a lot by big pharma. Their medical schools are funded a lot by big pharmas, pouring tons of money into these schools. And so when they train them about diseases and they're learning about diseases, all they are kind of like taught is treat it with meds, treat it with meds. They don't come at them and say, well, diet, exercise. There's some natural remedies out in this world. Like for my allergy issues, I've been taking oil of oregano is good for that. And honey, taking lots of honey so I don't get like that sore throat. And so just doing like a lot of natural stuff like water with lemon, tea with lemon, all that kind of stuff. Just eating well also helps. When I went to the nurse practitioner, I was telling her, yeah, you know, I work out, but I'm also nervous that I feel like I've gained some weight in my hips area and my thigh areas. And yes, I'm Puerto Rican, so that's exactly where the weight is gonna go, right? It doesn't go to my boobs because I don't have any, so I'm like, why can't it go here? But she said, you know, you have such a leg up from my other patients, because my other patients come in here, they gain a significant amount of weight, they don't eat right, they're very stressed, all this kind of stuff. And you're kind of like already come in with half the battle beat. I don't have to talk to you about nutrition. I do not have to speak to you about exercise. It seems like you handle your stress level well. And it seems like you have a great support group. It seems like you are a go-getter when it comes to your health and you're an advocate. And she was saying, you know, you look great too. A lot of the women that come into my practice are on antidepressants, do not have a great health history in general. And she's all, you look like you've got it all together, and I just have to help you with like this much to get you over the hump and everything will be great. And so that was a really good compliment that she gave me. You know, as a mom and a wife, you know, you feel a lot of stress. You're running the household. I got 2 kids with autism, one's higher functioning, which I still have to do hands-on stuff and remind him to do stuff and really still hold his hand on some stuff. Other stuff, he's just phenomenal. He's got his driver's license, he's working. He just went to his school orientation all by himself. It was great. Even though I tried to go in, they're like, no, mama, he's an adult. And I was like, but even my severe kiddo is a lot of work, a lot of stress. But she says, I could tell by your demeanor, your energy, how you come into the room, how you're speaking about yourself, that you're great and you're gonna overcome this and we're gonna get along great together. And that made me so happy because it's been stressing me out for a while. I do not want to buy a new wardrobe because I put on a dress, it fits great, and then when it gets to my hips, it's super tight, and I'm like, what is going on with these Puerto Rican hips? So she just like, yes, I could definitely help you with the weight gain. And I do have a registered dietitian that I am working on just to make sure I'm getting enough protein, because I wasn't getting enough protein for my body and my workouts. And also, you know, making sure I'm doing everything possible to make this happy and healthy. So, alrighty, that's just a little update, and talk soon, all right? I hope you're having a great day. Bye.